is Johnson. I'm the leader Avenger here, Captain America, and I'm also your host for today's show.
You look like Vision when he died.
You look like Hulk when he got 3 pieces.
And you look like Black Panther when he got 1 punch. Bro, get off my mans.
Bro, you look like War Machine when he got shot out of the sky in Civil War.
That's tough, bro.
You had to.
You look like Black Panther when he got burnt like Captain America.
Bro, you look like Falcon when he got caught by the Krees. Folded up.
Okay, guys, let's switch it up. Let's switch it up.
All right, how you guys doing today?
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
I'm doing good.
How you doing, Mo?
No, don't ask me.
Why?
Because you just messed it up.
You mad 'cause he got burnt in the race?
You got burnt.
Black Panther when he got 1 punch. Not for the culture.
You still feel supposed to?
Bro,
Yeah.
for real.
This guy's a gangster. His real name's Javius.
As some of you guys know, we went to go see Avengers Infinity War. Greatest movie I've ever seen. Simple as that. Simple as that. And it will be top grossing Marvel film. Simple.
Greatest movie you ever seen.
Yeah. Including Star Wars movies. So that will be the topic for today's show. We'll get into...
I should brought a movie ticket. Dang.
I got mine.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Hey, grab that.
Hold on. Grab what?
Oh, well.
Grab that picture.
Check out the ticket. Jerry, is this on the camera?
Or you could have just edited in a picture of it.
Yeah.
Paper.
Y'all see it.
Paper.
Y'all see it.
Dang, y'all say
Here you go.
That's that man right there. Who was saying?
So we'll be talking about
Who say?
our initial thoughts on the movie. We'll talk about our experience at the theater. We'll also be talking about some theories that we have, what's up and coming that we think will happen. We'll be talking about Captain Marvel also.
Oh, the little African dude who didn't like Spider-Man. The actual kind of representative.
I am from Wakanda. Spider-Man was whack.
And shout out to Wakanda. But what do you guys' initial thoughts on the movie? No, what are your initial thoughts going into the movie? Not even about the movie, going into it.
I was hyped for it, but I was low-key scared that like it wasn't going to deliver because of the hype.
Hold on, before we get any further.
Wait.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I almost forgot.
Bro,
Go
hey,
ahead.
the caption type of spoilers.
Yeah, definitely.
I went into the movie thinking somebody was gonna die.
Somebody getting capped. Simple.
I mean, somebody did die. A couple people did die.
They did die, but they wasn't important.
R.I.P. to the green girl.
My initial thoughts was
He said why?
I thought either Iron Man or Captain America
I
was
did
gonna
too,
die.
for sure. And then when I seen Iron Man get stabbed, I was low key in my mind like cheering. I was like, yes, let's go. I was right. And then he lived. Sick.
So
I mean, like everybody went into the movie thinking either Iron Man or Cap,
yeah,
and it didn't turn out like that at all.
it really didn't.
Gamora died. Just random. That was probably the most random death.
I wouldn't say it was random. In the beginning of the movie, you can kind of see that she knew she's gonna run into Thanos.
Well, yeah.
She was gonna. That's why she told Peter Quill that if he gets
Peter
a
Quill,
hold,
you lame. I'm not rocking with you.
bro, why is he lame?
You
Bro, you know why, bro.
How?
You killed Gamora.
Bro, so y'all saying Thanos killed y'all, bro? Y'all just about to.
Mo, hey,
Yes.
He's about to cap her though.
Bro, you know how long he took, bro. If you would have did
Bro,
that
that
much
was his whole. Bro, that was his whole girlfriend.
Bro,
What
if
you
you
mean?
could have did that much from the start, bro, Thanos would not have gotten that
Bro,
stone.
y'all flexing.
What you mean? I'm
flexing.
Bro, it just
So
was
y'all
like,
would have just did it.
Bro.
Y'all would have did it fast.
So I would have had to,
Bro, my girl over,
Y'all
my
liar.
girl over
Y'all liar.
the universe, bro. When
Bro,
she told, when I promised,
you wouldn't take any time. To
I
pull the
promised
trigger.
on my dead mother, boy. She said,
Your mother's not even dead.
Quill, pop.
No.
Should have been like, more money.
No, to be
Pop.
honest though, listen.
No, y'all just flexed.
After she said that, and after she got caught, the whole time we we going to save her, I would have been thinking like, dang, all this, bro. I would have had to though. I would have had to.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of people would have done it, but
No, I would have done it
It took
quick.
too long.
That man took 20 seconds. I would have did it in 10.
bro, no, y'all would not.
Bro,
Y'all
I
really
have to.
flexing for the camera.
Bro, I would
Y'all
have
really
to.
Bro, how long have I been with
You
this
really,
girl?
you really said, you
Bro,
really
she
said.
ain't even been around
Okay,
that long.
let's say your mom. Let's say your mom.
Bro, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna
She
have
lived
to.
a good life.
Okay, I'm not saying that you wouldn't kill her to save the universe, but I'm saying y'all would not. Y'all sit here saying y'all wouldn't hesitate about it.
I'm like,
No.
Mom, real sorry.
Y'all wouldn't hesitate.
Bro, if
Nah,
we didn't
that's-
have that conversation before, I would have.
Hey, fans, listen here. I'm gonna be real with y'all. With a lot of people, I would hesitate to pull the trigger. I don't care if it was for the universe. That's killing somebody, especially your
And-
family.
Bro,
It's
and
hard.
Y'all
hard.
crazy. Y'all school shooters over here. Hey, these some school shooters.
Bro,
You can't say that.
That's
That's
what
right.
school shooters.
French school shooter.
Y'all not even gonna hesitate to pull the trigger. That's tough.
Bro, we had a
That's
whole
different,
conversation.
And
saying-
That's
had the
different, bro.
conversation
It's a
saying
whole
if it happened.
conversation. If I don't kill her, the whole world gets destroyed.
And
I
she
gotta
was
do
like,
it.
pull the trigger. I'm finna
I gotta do it.
Alright.
And
And the thing
Yeah,
is, though, it's
shot.
his girlfriend. He could easily find.
I might hit her
somebody
twice just to make sure.
oh, you shouldn't have said
could've-
that.
you could've went
That make y'all
around
sound
somebody.
bad.
Bro,
I ain't say that.
This man,
Hey, I ain't.
this man
This
travels.
always
This man
find
travels
another
the
one.
world. He
That's
travels
tough.
the galaxy.
Hey, bro.
I think he would have been
Bro,
fine.
you better
Marquise Morgan said that.
It would've been fine.
Hey,
More money ain't
we
say
don't
nothing.
condone that.
Yeah, more money didn't say nothing. Just
Okay,
find another
y'all-
girl. Hey, look.
Y'all condone school shooters though?
No, I ain't condone that.
Y'all the
either.
one that's condoning that. Don't hesitate, just pull it.
Bro, we had a whole talk saying that this was about to go down.
And
The hesitation left on that
It
shit.
has to happen.
Stayed on that shit.
obviously not.
They should have.
Okay, well, yeah, of course it should have, but doesn't mean that would
Bro,
happen.
so you would have hesitated?
Yes, I would have hesitated. I'm a human. What the heck? I'm not about to. I don't care if it's a random person. I'm gonna hesitate,
Oh, you drunk.
bro. I don't, bro. If you have that mindset where you think if you about to kill somebody, you not gonna hesitate. You're crazy. Simple as that. You got something messed up in your
The
head.
whole talk, bro. I was
And-
preparing to shoot this girl.
And
He was preparing to shoot her since that shit.
and
And so when it comes
you're a
time,
whole human being.
Bye, shorty.
50%.
Anyway,
50%.
and
Right.
That's where that
You
other
got
50
a
would
whole
have came
human
out.
being.
That other 50 would have came out. That little alien side.
you're not even an alien.
What is
That's the
he?
funny part. He's celestial.
Celestial.
It's celestial.
That would have came out. Pop pop.
That's tough. Y'all are okay. I see where y'all at. So
You can get it too.
They're already knowing.
That's fine.
Hey, no thoughts. They say your best friend. Pop.
that's fine. That's fine.
Hey, look, smoke.
Cause I would have offed y'all first.
No.
Simple.
You lied,
Hey.
bro, because you just said you would have hesitated or whatever.
Yes, I would have hesitated, but I still would have done it.
Hey, this relates, but it's funny. So I was leaving work one night, and two of my bosses came up to me, and I was in my car, and they said, if you had to hit one of us with your car, who would it be? And I was like, well, I'm not hitting one of y'all. They was like, I just want to know. It was a girl and a dude, and I was like, look, I'm sorry, but I gotta hit the girl.
Why?
Cause that's not my homie. The dude is. I was like, I gotta hit you. You're not my homie.
That's tough.
Man,
You out here hitting females.
yeah, that's the whole L, my guy.
Bro, somebody about to edit out a video so you saying you hit women.
I never said I hit.
Bro, that's gonna be a whole caption. I had to hit the girl.
Right.
That's all you finna hear. I had to hit the girl. You finna be sick.
Alright, let's dissect the movie a little bit.
Just bros.
Opening scene, Thanos is on Thor's Asgard ship, right?
Thanos is
Bro,
wrecking
RP to
everybody.
Idris Elba, whatever his character name is.
So he's on the ship. We
Bro,
get the
RP
opening.
today, bro. I see a dead body.
Who?
Thor, little
She. I don't think she.
the Valkyrie. She dead.
She was dead.
Yeah.
You saw her body.
Yeah.
Anyway, you get on the ship. All the Asgardians are dead except for Thor, Loki, Hawk, and some randoms.
No, not a random. The gatekeeper dude.
He's basically dead. Anyway,
Yeah, he was hurt.
anyway,
He was alive.
Loki has the Tesseract. He tricks Thanos. Tries to trick Thanos. Tries to kill him. Thanos offs Loki. Swear
So
word.
quick.
Idris
So
Elba guys. Hulk gets comboed.
He offs him.
Oh.
Then we go into there, and then Hawk tries to, handle Thanos himself. Gets messed up. That's your guy.
Where was Hulk at the whole time? And these Asgardians was getting slayed.
He probably got beat
Probably
up
got
once.
rocked.
But look, Loki said, and we have a hope like they did know. So
I mean, look. To be fair, Hulk did do a little bit. He
did.
if they
What
wanted
did- what
to.
did he- what did he do?
All right,
He did
imagine
nothing.
this.
He
Imagine
did
this.
nothing
Hold
at
on, hold
all.
on. Listen. Imagine
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Hulk goes up and pushes Thanos against the wall, or punches Thanos, or do whatever Hulk did, right?
Yeah.
At that same time, while that's going on, the black dude sends throwing Loki to Earth with the Tesseract.
No, that's not what.
That would have did.
That's
It's
not-
not what happened, but I'm
that's-
saying that could have happened.
No,
Like,
it
What,
didn't happen,
what
though.
would that have done, Maurice? Go ahead and explain to us what that
Could
would
have stopped him from getting that stone for a little bit.
For a little bit, but he still
That's
got
way.
it.
That's way quicker
So
than Loki.
so
did.
Thanos would have had to go to Earth himself. Is what you're saying,
Nah, he would have sent his little ghost to Earth.
and then it'd been the same outcome.
No,
How come? How come it wouldn't?
they could
have?
have destroyed that stone on Earth.
Only one person can destroy it though.
Right? They would have gave it to old girl.
They know where she's
They
at though.
they would have known.
Hold on. The thing is though, Thor and Hulk been gone for years, so they don't know where nobody at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, the thing is, nobody knew the threat except for Iron Man and obviously the people who was on the ship.
And Vision, right?
And Vision. So how would they have known to destroy it already?
I mean, they wouldn't have, but they would have
Bro,
went to
look
Earth.
how
right?
fast Thanos got, or the Black Order got to Earth.
Yeah.
So you think they would have all had time to think and contact everybody? They were already on bad terms.
I'm not saying that it would have just been great, but if Thor goes to Earth, bro, he gonna find Tony Stark.
Bro, listen to this. Where did Hulk end up when he got to Earth?
Doctor Strange.
Bro, that's terrible, because there's already 2 Infinity Stones right there.
Okay.
What you mean, okay? So anything there would have happened faster.
Heck, you know.
Bro, if Thanos would have came there and there's already 2 Infinity Stones, what would Iron Man and Doctor Strange would have done?
That would not work out.
They could have hit that
Hulk.
Hulk.
So you say that Hulk got sent there?
No, Hulk did get
What-
sent.
No, he's saying
If they would have said
if you would have said
Thor
Loki and Thor,
with the Tesseract,
yeah.
First of all, Loki's getting swapped.
yeah, I mean,
Forget that.
that's cool, but
But listen, Hulk can't do nothing. They could barely defend one
Hulk
stone.
would've died on the
how
ship.
How they go defend 2 stones?
bro, they could have hit the stone or something.
hit the stone.
They ain't have time.
And how did that work out when they hit all the stones all across the universe? How did that work out?
And Gamora snitched.
It didn't work out, did it?
Gamora snitched.
How they
find out it was in Wakanda? How they find out
It
Doctor
wasn't in
Strange got
Wakanda.
it?
Bro,
It was.
How did they
They
find
took
out?
Vision to
Bro, how did they
Yeah,
find
how
out the Tesseract was in Asgard?
How they find out where?
Exactly, did not work
Hey,
out.
How they find out where Scarlet Witch and Vision was? How they find that out?
Vision told him. Vision was like, I'm here.
No, he did not.
Stop.
No.
Bro,
Alright,
Bro,
on to the
either
next
way.
thing.
Doctor Strange sold out.
On to the next thing. More not making sense.
Doctor Strange sold out. Gamora snitched.
Doctor Strange sold out.
Yeah, that boy sold out.
Well, he didn't have a choice.
I'm gonna protect it with my life. Goofy.
Alright.
Hold on. You said Vision told on himself and Morris Snitch. What about Strange?
I just told you, Strange sold out.
Bro, what?
No.
No. This man, let me tell you what happened to her.
Strange.
You see what happened to the whole Nova Corps, whatever that place is called the planet that they live on.
The
He
Nova
went
Corps?
there.
Yeah.
He went there and destroyed the whole planet.
Yeah, I know.
So what you think he would have did to Earth?
Hey man.
He did that for one stone.
Hey man. They ain't never seen
He
nothing.
sent his goons to get the stones from Earth. So
And that ain't work.
what you mean it did work? He has all 6.
Cause he went there.
He has all 6.
I'm saying that his goons didn't work. Alright, look, obviously he
His
worked.
goons-
That boy was
His
OP.
goons did work. They did. One of them did. They brought the finished song straight to Thanos.
Who?
Doctor Strange.
No, they went on their own accord.
Doctor Strange.
It don't matter.
Their own accord.
Bro, did it work? Exactly.
Bro,
I'm saying
Thanos
his
even
goons
said he completed his last mission. It worked.
And he's
Yes.
Yeah, it worked.
I mean, they chose to go, but alright.
My boy, it worked. Anyway, what's the next?
anyway. All right, let's get into the bigger. How did y'all feel about the Soul Stone? How Thanos got the Soul Stone?
You can go. I'm gonna let you say something before I say something.
It makes sense. It was kind of weird.
Man,
I didn't know how I felt about it, but it worked.
I hated how he got the Soul Stone. Like, first of all, nobody saw that coming, so it was just dumb.
Yeah, Red Skull being there with us.
Like, first of all, why was Red Skull there? Second of all, they should have went with the theories that people were giving out.
The League Death Theory.
They could have.
That's what I think they should have did.
That was their best bet. Like, they could have. Thanos shows up, right? Boom, he's there. That easily could have been Lady Death. Like,
Right.
I'm pretty sure everybody in theater thought that was Lady
That's
Death.
what I thought it was. I was like, dang.
She could have been like, you can't get the Soul Stone until you catch some more bodies. Simple as
Yeah.
that. Because that's his whole mission in the first place, is to impress her.
To please her, right.
He's like, alright. He goes to Earth, does all he does on Earth and all that stuff. And it would have been a regular movie. And then at the end of the movie, he could have got the Soul
The
Stone.
Soul Stone at the end. That's what I was thinking.
But instead, they got him just show up. Red Skull talking about you need to sacrifice somebody you love. And really though, in the comics, he doesn't even really love Gamora like that.
I mean, like, he probably cared for her, but like,
His whole, in the comic books, his whole mission is to get Lady Death's love by catching bodies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it definitely should have been Lady Death, bro. Gamora, him loving Gamora was like a dumb thing to put in. Like, I guess they were just trying to find a way to make her relevant, or like, you know.
You could have just
And they might put like I guess they could be saving the whole Lady Death reference for Deadpool. I guess.
They are. It was
Like
a trailer.
that's probably why. That's probably why Lady Death wasn't in the movie, even though.
Yeah.
That's Thanos' point. Like he loved Lady Death.
Mm-hmm.
That was whatever.
I think Gamora's dead, like 100%.
Yeah, I think she's dead.
I don't know.
I don't think. Do you think another Guardians of the Galaxy movie coming out?
It is Volume 3.
For real?
Yeah, I already said it.
Oh dang.
And to be honest though, her death. If any superhero falls off a cliff, it's just like. Is this person really? Not at all.
I mean, but like. The character herself wasn't
Unless-
that eventful though.
Unless the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie is about them trying to bring her back.
I don't know.
Like she lost. She's not even dead. She just lost.
I mean, but
bro, you know how like
she
shows
wasn't
be
that
like
important,
somebody
though.
you think they died and they
Yeah, that's
end
what
up
I
being
was
alive.
thinking.
I mean, but was Gamora really that important to where they would
In the movie, yeah.
in this movie?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Very
Without
important.
Gamora,
No, I think she was
in the
important.
story.
She's
No,
the
no,
only
no.
person who knows where the soul stone is.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like I meant like important to like
Her sister
the
definitely
viewer
home too.
is what I mean. Like, is Gamora important enough to like from like a viewer standpoint
I think she's
to where
important, but
to where they would keep her alive?
I don't know, honestly. It's just, they really confused me because they killed off some people who still have movies coming out.
Yeah, that's the part I don't understand.
But-
That's why the Avengers movie coming out so soon.
It is.
Cause like you know,
You would think they have like a part 2.
Cause
2
you bro,
years
like
from
usually
now.
they'd be like, we gonna wait 2-3 years. They can't do that.
Yeah,
if
they have like solo
if they
films
wait
coming
2
out.
to 3 years, they losing all that money on solo films.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a
So,
lot of
hey,
characters
it's-
died that have movies coming out, especially big characters like not no like Doctor Strange. Like
Yeah.
Black Panther 2 is gonna be a huge movie. So
Alright,
is Spider-Man
that-
2.
Alright, fast forward to when they're on Planet Nowhere where Iron Man got stabbed on it, right? I got something for you.
That was painful.
That was not Planet Nowhere, was it?
I'm pretty sure it
That
was.
was Titan.
Oh, yeah, it was Titan because that's where Thanos is from. That was his old.
Yeah, Nowhere was the
Yeah, my bad.
Soul Stone.
Yeah, that's where she died.
Yeah, I'm tweaking. But so y'all, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but were you guys watching? You guys saw how Doctor Strange he did like 14 million
Yeah.
scenarios, blah blah blah, and said only one word.
Yeah.
What if that one way was to give Thanos the time stone?
I mean, it probably was, or else I don't think he would have did it.
It
But
has
then
to be, it has
again,
to be.
You think so?
It has to be because Doctor Strange, like his will to keep the Soul Stone alive. I mean, keep it safe. Like,
yeah.
like
It's the strongest. Like
let's say in the one universe the one option that he did see, he had to run away. He would have easily ran away,
took off.
bro. And the thing is though, he could have easily saved, Iron Man, Spider-Man. He could have easily saved them.
He could have easily let Iron Man die.
they used the time, so that's what I would.
Yeah. So like that most likely was
The only reason
option.
I think that was the only option is because of his. Is because of his.
That.
Which one was that? That's
That-
Batman. Damn.
Hey, that's a sign. Like, no Batman movie coming out.
Right.
The only reason why I think that was the only option is because of his death line. We're in the end game now. Before he disappeared.
Okay.
That to me can only mean that this is still the future where they win.
Mhm.
Which is why I think like if they wouldn't have put that line in there, I
No,
think it would have
that-
just been him losing.
This has to be the only way. Because if out of the 14
And-
million ways, if the only other way was to keep it away from him, he would have did that.
Yeah.
He would have easily did that.
Yeah.
Not easily, but
He would have easily.
Y'all was mad at him for giving.
I mean I still am mad at him. Like I feel like you should have fought.
Y'all gonna be
like-
salty when that was the reason. That was the
Bro,
option.
I believe
though,
that it
the
is.
thing about that is he didn't even want to go to Titan. So then you be thinking what was his reason for that?
No, the thing that I'm mad about is he didn't use the time stone.
Okay, yeah, forget that.
For
but-
what? What could he have used the time stone? I mean, like what?
I mean,
was
he stopped fighting. Like, I mean, I guess he didn't stop fighting, but he definitely could have fought more with it, or like gone further.
Dude
in the
was
fight.
doing work
He was
without
putting in
it.
work. I told y'all he was gonna do that.
Bro, he's
I told you from the start. He got messed up
He
by
got
the
captured
helmet
in the
though.
start. He got captured in the
But
start.
I was like, Doctor Strange finna do that, and then he got messed up for a little bit. But I don't know. That's the only reason I think that he did it, or that I think that was the one future. It's because of his death line. Like when I seen him give this on away, I was like, no, he messing up. But if we're in the end game. That usually means like we're still
yeah.
on the good track. Like
All right. Fast forward to the little war in Wakanda.
Well, first, I like how they had like different fights throughout the whole.
That was gold.
They had like 3 different plot lines throughout the whole movie,
and it all came together. I like that.
The only thing I probably like thinking back, like at the time, everything about it was great. But I think the only problem I had is the irrelevancy of pretty much every character that was on Earth. Like you seen when Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange were fighting Thanos.
Okay.
And it was like a real fight.
So that's why you're saying the people on Earth's purpose was irrelevant because they were fighting Thanos?
Yeah, not because they weren't fighting Thanos, but like their fight against the invasion wasn't like that meaningful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, so
like Black Panther, Captain America, and all them were fighting like just.
Bro, they were fighting. They
were fighting to
save
protect
the
Vision.
last.
Yeah, and I understand that, but it was the way it was executed though. Like,
What you mean?
Like,
bro, literally,
everything
this is why it has.
was important. Like,
Yeah,
I understand.
You can't
I
have that
understand.
movie. You can't have that movie without showing them fighting to keep Vision safe. You can't have that movie without showing
I'm
Vision
not
dying.
saying that.
Okay,
they don't show it.
literally, Wakanda was the only place that they could have extracted the soul, not the soul stone, but the Mind Stone from Vision's forehead.
Right. Okay. And I'm not saying don't have that fight there.
So what are you saying?
After that fight is when it was just like pointless. Cause like Thanos shows up, one shots everybody, and gets the stone, right? And I felt like
okay, you could say all of the fights were irrelevant because Thanos got
no, but I'm saying they should have done the fight better though. Like
how? Like the Avengers or the people who made the movie?
The people who made the movie should have made the people on Earth fight a little bit more. Like
What you mean?
done something different or had Thor show up earlier or something. Cause like, bro, you seen Spider-Man, Peter Quill, and them actually fighting Thanatos. You know what I'm saying?
Thanatos?
Oh yeah, Thanos.
That's
My fault.
Go ahead.
My fault. That's a Smite guy. Low key.
Nerd.
But yeah, like you seen them like actually fighting. Like bro, Peter Quill had no business fighting him really, or like Drax actually hitting Thanos. Okay, Drax, bro.
Drax's whole purpose is to kill Thanos.
I know, but
and he actually did in the comic books.
In the comic book,
but
bro, he don't do nothing other sort in the movies. Is what I'm saying. And but like they actually gave him a purpose. Like you know what I'm saying. He helped them fight Thanos, and that's what I'm like. Black Panther and all them, bro. That was just like.
No, that right there was just showing you that nobody can beat Thanos.
Bro, we knew that already.
Okay, but
so why did they have to? Why couldn't they have made the fight just better? Like
how though? Like you're
saying
they
could have had Thor show up and fight him again. Like
Thor show up and fight who?
Thanos.
He did though.
Not really. He threw the axe at him, but.
So what?
I just
at what point do you think Thor should have come in earlier or later?
Earlier.
But Thanos wasn't there.
No, like earlier when Thanos was there. Like, you know when Thanos showed up and everybody jumped at him and instantly just got pushed aside?
Thor was already there.
But Thor didn't, he
was there fighting.
He was there fighting.
Yeah, he was there fighting.
He didn't fight Thanos. All he did at Thanos was throw his,
So you think if Thor, okay, so when everybody ran up on Thanos.
Yeah.
You think if Thor ran up on Thanos
Oops. I'm not saying that, like, that they should have won. Like, the outcome I agree with, whatever. Like, him getting the Mind Stone. But the execution of him getting the Mind Stone, I think should have just been better.
What's the point of the execution if he would have got it already?
Just for my own pleasure.
Boy, that was the best. What?
Like, bro, just to give them characters more. Like,
I don't think so either. That was perfect.
No, I don't.
That ending was perfect.
No, what you hating on? You hating on.
So you. If anything, if Thor would have came in, everybody else would have been irrelevant. Especially Black Panther, your guy.
I mean, they would have done a little bit, bro.
Bro, and
bro, they made.
What? No, listen to this.
They made Antenna Girl relevant, bro.
Mantis?
Yeah, I forgot her name.
She's actually pretty OP.
Yeah, I know, but not in the movies.
She's pretty OP, even in the movies.
No, she's not.
Bro, what? She mentally stopped Thanos.
Right. But they got her on top of Thanos, is what I'm saying. Like, they gave her...
Bro, and?
Because she had
they easily could have done that with other people. Well, they could have had him punch him or something.
They got
pushed off the way, bro. Come on.
Punches was not hurting this man.
At all.
This man Drax slid into this man's leg and put him onto a knee, bro.
Okay, and then it hurt him?
He said, whack.
Bro, that's like if somebody trip you. Does it hurt you?
So it still had an effect. I still tripped.
Okay,
that's what I want. I wanted it to have an effect on Thanos.
It did. He went on his knee, like you said.
No, I wanted the Black Panther on Earth to have.
So, hey,
hey,
you in
so
love with
for
Black Panther.
No, I'm saying like
listen,
that group
hey,
of people. That was just
So
my way
right
of
now,
saying
bro,
that
right
group.
now, clarify, sum it up. What are you trying to say about this movie? Because people are getting confused.
They really are. Y'all getting confused?
I think the movie great.
Okay, so
I don't think that
bro,
part.
you said
I
like
think the movie
in
a
a
10 out
short
of 10.
sentence. What y'all just argued about? What are you trying to say in a short sentence, just to sum it all up?
The fight scene with Captain America and that group on Earth against Thanos could have been better.
Okay, let's do this. We're gonna flip it. All the people that was at Wakanda, they on Titan. All the people that's on Titan is on Wakanda. Then what you guys say about it?
I definitely think they was winning if they was on Titan. If the Wakanda team was on Titan, definitely think they would have did better.
Only if I don't know because that just made but that shows you that it was perfect how it happened. Because if that team from Wakanda, let me tell you the characters: Captain America, Black Panther, Black Widow,
Okay.
Bruce Banner. Let's just say Bruce Banner. Thor.
You got Black Panther's sidekick, his little not sidekick, but his.
Okay, yeah, but
What would they have
She
done?
was a dog.
What would they have done? What was before you do that? Tell me what the plan was on Titan.
To get the gauntlet off.
Okay. So what? Okay, tell me how they could have executed that. The fans are listening also.
Thor, we seen Thor's axe hammer thing.
Thor really should have
Overpowered
Okay.
Thanos. Not really overpowered him, but we seen it hit him fatally
Okay.
until he used the time stone, or the A stone.
Okay.
That means that they would have been able to. He alone could have had an effect on Thanos, right? So they could have done something to fight him. They would have lost, but it would have made their fight better.
Not at all. Cause you want me to tell you why?
Yeah, go ahead.
The only reason they were able to get his gauntlet onto his finger is because of
they made
Mantis,
him
and
sleep.
he was disabled.
Right.
He would not have been disabled.
I didn't say that. I agree.
So So the group on Wakanda would have done a worse job. They would have to fight a conscious Thanos while trying to take his gauntlet off.
I think
The thing is though, they wouldn't have even tried to take it off. They would have tried to beat him.
I think if that
And they
group was
would've
on
lost.
Wakanda, they would have tried to beat him. Exactly, they would have lost.
How would
but
that-
it would have been
Bro, this-
better. It would have looked
No,
better
he
than
would
my
not
eyes.
have. Bro, the way they tried to take his gauntlet off was one of the smartest things ever. Like,
right.
and then Spider-Man literally has it on his finger and he wakes up. Like, that was perfect.
Right, I agree. I like that part. I'm
My
not. I don't have
favorite part is when he got it on his finger.
Yeah.
He's like, I got it.
He's like,
He
I
wakes
didn't
up.
grab it.
That part, I like that.
Right, I agree. That part was perfect. I just think the only part. I think everything in the movie should stay the exact same, but I just think that execution of the Mind Stone thing should have just been different.
I just think you're tripping.
I still would give the movie a 10 out of 10. Like,
Honestly, it could have been a lot worse. They could have just had the Black Order take the Mind Stone.
yeah, and I agree with that too.
How
It could have been
everybody
worse.
else
Like,
thought it was going to happen.
I mean, yeah, I'm just
he really dragged
complaining
it out.
about the movie, but like, it definitely could have been
So
worse.
that was the only part you.
Yeah.
Marquise, what's the part that you complained about or you didn't like?
I can't complain. The only thing I didn't like is I don't like how they caught Vision at the end.
Okay.
What you mean?
Like how Scarlet Witch jumped out to help them, and they had somebody right there just waiting for her to leave. I don't I didn't like how they left him unguarded.
He did work though. He woke up and did work.
He did work, and then that was alright.
He was. Wait a minute.
And then she was
up.
complaining. She was complaining about how she didn't want to kill him, but regardless of what would happen, if Thanos would have took the stone, he would have died. If she would have blew it up, he would have died.
That's
So
called humans.
Huh?
That's called humans. They hesitate when they're about to kill somebody.
It's a robot.
Anyway, no, Scarlet Witch is not a
No, I'm
robot.
talking about Vision. She was killing a robot, a humanoid.
And that tells you, bro. That just tells you she's human. Anyway, it does. Then you made me forget what I was gonna say.
You
Oh,
know
yeah.
something about
I was so mad, bro. Did y'all realize how nerfed Vision was in the movie?
Oh yeah, Vision got beat up.
me off.
He was so nerfed,
He
bro.
was trash. Like
In Age of Ultron, he was like doing
Age of
Ultron.
Ultron, he was doing that, and
He
in
picked
Civil
up
War.
Warrior.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
And
what the heck?
in Civil War, he was bro. He showed up and shot a heavenly beam at somebody. Like
Didn't even try.
right. That
Yeah.
man was trash.
They made him.
But
They made him a victim. Like he's just running from everybody.
You know what also pissed me off? I don't like how he got worked out at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
They just worked this man.
Yeah,
Bro, this whole movie, they snuck this man. The whole movie.
He was just not even paying attention. Dude was sleeping.
Oh yeah, no. Another thing I really did not like about Vision was how Buddy blocked his whole Mind Stone beam with his
bro,
weapon.
when I was watching, I saw the same thing.
I was like,
I was thinking the same thing.
I was like, what? Like, this is a whole Infinity Stone, and this man blocked. This man reflected it into the street, bro. Come on, that was whack too.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And you notice, wasn't that the same dude, the dude at the end who fought Vision? Wasn't that the same dude at the start who fought him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was the same dude trying to. I think he's the only one who could get.
Yeah, and you remember when they walked up to the force field in Wakanda?
Yeah, she said he was.
Yeah, she said that he was dead. She was like, "You gonna pay for his life with yours?"
No, they were talking about the.
No, they were talking about
That was him.
No, they were talking about the dude on the ship, right?
No.
No.
So what
They
happened
didn't know
was
about the dude on the
what
ship.
happened was Captain America
Cause they
and,
stabbed
and
him.
Black Widow.
They stabbed dude.
They beat up dude and he was like, I can't move. So then they went up to the ship.
He never died though.
No, but she
Not that
said
they know,
he
she
died.
said he died.
The girl was like,
No, she just said.
no, she said you're gonna pay for his life with yours.
That's what she said.
No, she said we like got plenty blood to spare or something like
Bro,
that.
she said you're gonna pay for
His
your
blood. You're gonna pay for his blood with yours. And then
Yeah.
somebody said we don't got blood or something. She said we got plenty of blood. Anyway,
No, that's
she
what
said
she
dead.
said.
No, she
She said
said
he
we
was
got
dead. Yeah,
blood,
that's what
but she did say he was dead though. She
I
said
don't think she said he was dead.
she said
No,
you're
he
gonna
was-
pay with
he
his
was
life
dead.
with your
He
for
was
his
done.
life with yours. That means he dead.
He was done, bro.
I don't think so.
He was done.
Bro, that's
That
exactly
makes
what
no
that
sense.
means.
Like, why would they pull up with each other then?
He
Bro,
wasn't
it
at
was
the
a sneak
gate.
attack.
He wasn't at the gate.
'Cause
They
look,
told him
Okay,
he was
well
dead.
in that case, then
If
she
she
was
didn't
just.
say,
Yeah,
if
she
she
was
didn't
debating
say,
it,
if
but-
she didn't say, he
Oh,
was dead.
I thought y'all was saying like she really thought he was dead because that didn't
No.
make sense.
No,
No, we're saying she
I was
lied
saying
and
that
said he
was
was
pointless
dead.
though. Like they really didn't.
How is that pointless?
Bro, they didn't have to.
Bro,
they
now
didn't
they-
remember.
What?
How does
They
man
weren't gonna
get?
remember.
How is
How
that
does man
pointless?
get in there?
I don't
Bro,
know
she
how
literally
they
told
did.
him he's dead. So they think he's dead, and there's only 3 Black Order or 2 still there. They didn't know that there was still 1 out there.
I mean, yeah,
So
but
therefore, that was not pointless.
I don't even know how this man got into it.
how did he get inside?
Bro, because they couldn't get inside.
He probably broke in when they all broke in or something.
No. They would have saw that.
How? All them.
Bro, you see how
bro, they
you see how
opened
many
that
it
door.
took, bro. You see how many it took for them to get for one to get in, bro. They all of them jumping through at the same
opened
time.
the gates.
I'm talking about before, like when they was killing themselves trying to get in.
No, I'm not saying he broke through the.
They
force
opened
field.
up one section of it at the.
Bro, he could have went under the force field. I didn't know you could do that. They had that whole thing go under. I'm like,
Yeah,
wow.
that was dumb. I ain't like
Wow.
that. I ain't like that.
I didn't like that either. I was like, this whole time somebody could just dig
I
up.
was gonna say that was a pointless force field, bro. If you can go under,
Give
like
me a shovel when I'm in there.
my dog could get into Wakanda, bro. Come on.
That's tough. You have to see it though. Like you have to know it's there.
Yeah.
What?
You walk into it, it's over.
It's game over.
You walk.
Bro, that force field was OP though.
It was just slight. It was burning them, bro. Did you
Bro,
see that?
yeah.
It was just burning.
Bro, you
Like,
see how
whenever they got through, it just chopped.
Bro, you see how OP it was, bro? One of the spaceships hit that mother
Hit that
and blew
thing.
up.
I thought they was gonna keep hitting it and it's just gonna
Yeah.
break. Bro, that thing was not breaking.
That mother blew up, and they was like, nah, bump that.
They said, hold up, hit the ground.
The
hit
only,
the ground.
the only reason they
the side
opened
of
it, the only reason they opened it is because they didn't want them to come from the other
Yeah,
side
they
of the
wanted
town.
to surround them.
Yeah.
That force
That's
field
probably how
crazy.
he got in.
That opened up one section, bro.
No, I'm saying that's probably why he got in. He went around.
No, the thing is though,
It's because a whole bunch was gonna climb through, like they was at the front.
What?
Like you know at the front.
No, they opened the gate because they was going around, and then they would eventually
Yeah, that's
have
right.
to like
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
they would have definitely overpowered the force when the whole thing would have went going.
I don't think
It was
so.
going
I don't
gone.
think so.
No,
they just didn't.
No,
they
that was
went
they worry though
gone.
because
No, they worried was that they was still.
They was in that
some
line.
of them were still alive when they were getting
Yeah,
through.
like one of them.
That's why they
eventually-
still had to shoot them when they.
Yeah.
that's but the thing is though, they're all targeting one point, and that's how
The
they.
force field wasn't a
That
problem.
mo was not, bro. That whole Kree ship hit that thing.
I know, but I'm saying they was all
Yeah.
focusing on one point. That's how they was getting through. So they was obviously worried that if they just went behind.
No,
No,
they was
they were
worried.
worried
They was
that they were
worried
gonna
that
end
they
up
was
in
gonna
the
have to
back.
watch the whole force
Yeah.
though instead of just one area.
Because they had that whole army, bro. The whole Wakanda army was lined up in the front. And so if they would have went around, bro, it was
I
rap.
get that, but how was they gonna get in though if they went around?
What you mean, bro? You seen how many of them there was?
Look, when they were just right there, some of them jumped. Some of them were. They come through. Some of them died, but some of them were still alive. That's why they started shooting.
So do you see? Even at the end of it, like before Thanos showed up, there was still more running into them.
Yeah.
So they were eventually just gonna climb through it like they did in the front, which is why they opened the gate. So they would just run through the front anyway.
Yeah.
All
right. So
that was a lot of them too.
So let's get into the good stuff. What do you guys think about the people who died / disappeared?
Well, obviously they can't be dead forever. If they are dead, they can't be dead forever because, bro, Black Panther and Spider-Man died, and they got movies coming out. So that means they're either somewhere else,
Use a time stone, reverse time.
They either.
That's what you think about it? I got two things.
I think they're gonna have to use. They either gonna have to use time stones to reverse time, or instead of them dying, let's say they all transferred to like some other realm or something.
Okay.
Bro, regardless, Nick Fury being in that show, I feel like that was needed.
No, I liked it.
Okay, so I got two things for y'all. Is it a two-way? This going in my eyes, it's two ways. It's gonna go down.
Scrolls. Go ahead.
Now, in the comic books, this happens.
Of course.
Except it happens in the hands of Doctor Doom. Snaps, universe collapse, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But they go into a multiverse.
That's what I was thinking.
So everybody goes into the multiverse, but they don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like Spider-Man, he goes to the Spideyverse, whatever you call it, where it's just Spider-Man's everywhere and stuff like that. And Black Panther, blah blah blah, all that stuff, right?
Right.
It can go down like that.
Which
That's complicated.
That's a dangerous way to go.
That's complicated, and then that way they can bring the scrolls in, blah blah blah.
But that's dangerous. That's
I don't
convoluted.
think they want to end like a series on that.
No, they not. This movie.
Still would have said, you killed my whole people. Like he said, you killed half. So
I mean, because that was only half of the people left. Like,
Yeah.
I
still
think
like.
they
Oh,
did
so
keep going.
if he said you killed half of my people, that would just divide it again.
Why are we stuck on this? What are you saying?
Right, so
What are you saying?
it's like this. If you got a, bro, I'm gonna stop. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. It's like you got the number 4, right? And then you take 2 away, that's half.
All right, you got it.
And then they all on the ship. You take, you take half away, that's still 1. So I feel like he still got some people left somewhere.
Right. Where they at?
Because they have multiple ships.
Anyway.
What?
No,
They
They
have
have a
multiple
fat
ships.
No.
ship that fit. All the rest of the people from
They
Asgard.
all got on that one ship. Because they had Idris Elba pointing everybody into that mug.
Yeah. What was you saying?
Dang, I don't even remember.
What's your Kree theory?
Oh,
Or not
wait,
Kree, but Skrull.
Oh, no. What I was going to say is, what I think is that the people who died are obviously, or the people who stayed are going to, I think, probably die in the next movie.
Okay.
Or they could go a route to where they already dead and do some.
Yeah, it could be that they're already dead and somehow they're going to reverse everybody else, but they're going to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah, that's what they could do too.
Yeah.
But Skrulls are gonna be in the MCU. I know it. They gonna.
Well, yeah, they're definitely going to be in the
Like, I
MCU
think
because of Captain Marvel.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like they gonna be in there somewhere. Like this man. Anyway, they gonna be. I think somebody gonna end up turning out to be a Skrull. Imagine. All right, think about this.
All right, go ahead. The only person, okay, yeah.
Steve Rogers.
No, I think it'll be Thanos if anybody. But go
You
ahead.
think that could be. Yeah.
That's the least confusing, bro. Just think about it. If it was Captain America, then everybody's second guessing. Like, wait, so like, what really was true out of all his movies and stuff like that? But go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
But I was just gonna say if they really needed a way out to get somebody out, when they didn't want to just have them go the same death route.
Bro, but so you think it'll be Captain America?
I think.
Bro,
I think it's him or Thanos. I think that Thanos is a good point. But I definitely think somebody is gonna turn out to be a Skrull to get it started. In the Captain Marvel movie.
Alright, I think this is the road for where they're gonna go. So, Infinity War happened. They bring it in Captain Marvel, right? Captain Marvel is gonna have something to do with the Kree Skrull War and stuff like that,
Right.
which involves Fantastic Four
Of course.
and some of the X-Men members. And you know that Disney recently bought the rights. This is the perfect time for them to bring in Fantastic Four.
Right.
So I think after Captain Marvel, which comes out in March 8th, and then Infinity War Part 2 comes out. I don't know. This might be bold for me to say this. They either might introduce Fantastic Four in Infinity War, maybe not even like show their characters, but like mention them somehow. You know?
What's up?
If they gonna mention, they're gonna mention them.
Because the Skrulls are the Fantastic Four's biggest enemy.
Yeah.
So like, how can you make a Skrull movie without Fantastic Four? You know?
That's
I feel
why
like somehow they're gonna be like, there's a team that has dealt with this. Someone just mention them somehow.
if they gonna see, but all right, the thing about that is right.
Okay.
If they want to bring in Fantastic Four at the start of like the scroll stuff,
Yeah.
to which they probably should,
Yeah.
they can't mention it in Captain Marvel solo movie.
Oh no, I'm talking about the
Because-
Infinity War Part 2.
But all right, and the thing with that
Just
is,
hear me
That's
out.
tough too though, because you go like
you think they jumping straight in the
if they,
scrolls
'cause,
after?
like if they
That's their next biggest story.
if they introduce them to Infinity War, people be thinking like, where was they this whole time?
No, I don't think that's the
listen
problem.
to this. Listen to this, bro. This will open up everything. So Captain Marvel brings in two big pieces: the Nova Corps and the Skrulls.
Right.
The Nova Corps has a lot of fights with Galactus.
Right, my boy Nova Prime.
Okay. The other team who also have big fights with Galactus is Fantastic Four. You see what I'm saying? So, if Galactus and the Skrulls could be the next, so they're gonna do another like Avengers type movie, you know, where everything builds up. They can build up to Galactus and the Skrulls somehow. I feel like this is the perfect way for them to do that and introduce Fantastic Four.
But see,
and introduce X-Men because
I think the hardest part about that is which I mean I agree, which they could, but how you gonna straight up? The thing is, bro, they're gonna have to make Thanos a Skrull if that's the route they want to go.
That's tough, bro, because that means a Skrull just came in there and took all the Infinity Stones.
Yes, because I mean, think about it. They're gonna have to get in Infinity War. Thanos is gonna have to be solved, right? And at some point in time, if they have to introduce the Skrulls while solving Thanos,
oh man,
and introducing Fantastic Four.
But that's why I was telling you yesterday, like it'll be super hard for them to introduce.
But that is gonna have to be their route. They're gonna have to go.
I don't
that
think
route.
it'll be Thanos, bro. That's just like.
All right, who do you? Okay, who do you think it would be?
Captain Marvel, simple. Nah, it can't be Thanos because that just makes it like really though.
Weird. Like,
really though, like the Avengers really got destroyed by.
Skrull.
Yeah, it just
With the
it downplays everything.
So who do you think it would be? If you don't think it would be Thanos or Captain America, who do you think it would be? Unless
I feel like it has to be this. Captain Marvel starts off the war, right? Kree versus the Skrulls. It somehow transitions into the end of Infinity War. She finds. Ooh, hold up. She finds out, like Nick Fury. Oh, bro, have you guys seen Agents of Shield?
Yeah.
They mention like Skrulls in there. So what if somehow Nick Fury knows about the Skrulls and he knows something is like happening? I don't know how this can make sense, but like somehow Nick Fury knows about the Skrulls. Why would he contact? Somehow he knows about the Skrulls. Contacts Captain Marvel. She comes back out of retirement to warn everybody about the Skrulls or maybe expose them. Maybe that's how. But who would be the Skrull though?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like maybe sometime during Infinity War.
Yeah.
Nick Fury knows about the Skrulls, and him and her met up, and then maybe he thinks that's why everybody disappeared because the Skrulls is like it's they're doing or something.
No, they disappeared because of Thanos, but like.
But the thing is though, he don't know that, so maybe he's thinking like this could have something to do with the Skrulls.
Okay. Both points aside, who do you think the Skrull would be still? If it can't be Thanos, because
It can't be Thanos.
I mean,
why, bro? Let's be honest. If it was Captain America, like, why would that make sense?
What do you
He
mean?
disappeared after what? After Civil War.
But why does that make sense? Like, he didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But he hasn't disappeared though, so they could make it.
Neither has Tony Stark or.
Well, I feel like it could be any of the people
Bro,
who
what
didn't
if
disappear.
it's the people who didn't disappear and the whole time they were Skrulls?
That's what I was thinking. That's the route I was
That's
more or less
dumb, though.
thinking.
No,
Like,
that
somebody who didn't disappear, I think is a Skrull.
Bro, but it can't be Captain America. He didn't. It'd be like, why would he be a Skrull though?
What do you mean?
Like,
I
what
mean,
would
they would set up something of the reason
I
why.
feel like it had to be something that was in our faces the whole time. We just didn't know
Look,
because we didn't
think
think
about
he was
this.
a Skrull.
Think about this. Captain America is a Skrull, right?
Okay,
He walked up. Remember when he fought Thanos and he actually like hit him,
it did work. Okay.
right? It's because he was a Skrull the whole time. That's why he was able to do work.
No, I can't see it.
Tony Stark.
You know, it'd be a big plot twist though. What if, bro? It's gonna be, bro. Watch
You gotta
this.
talk about this. Watch when I've been bringing the
Bro,
Skrulls.
bro, watch
They
this.
don't bring me
Watch
out.
this.
So
Watch this.
salty.
Y'all remember the first Avenger movie, Captain America's first movie?
Yeah.
Fall off the plane, dies.
Mm-hmm.
What if Steve Rogers actually died?
That's what I was.
And
That's
that
why I
whole time
said.
he was a Skrull.
That's why I think he was a.
But
Skrull.
like, that's dumb though. Why would he be a Skrull?
I mean, they would explain it like.
But it would have to be something like we saw it the whole time kind of thing, you know?
I mean,
Like,
I'm
you
sure
can't
they
just
could
come out and
point-
say he's a Skrull. It's just like,
I mean, yeah, and I'm sure they could easily point to. Bro, just like how I just said, it's because the reason he was able to do a little bit of work on Thanos is because he was a Skrull.
that's
I'm
dumb
sure they
though.
could. No, I'm sure
that's
they
a
can
dumb
point.
reason,
To,
though.
no, I'm sure they can point to something else like that we're not immediately thinking of.
Bro, I don't know.
As to
I don't think Captain America would be a Skrull.
the people who I don't think can be a Skrull, Spider-Man, Black Panther,
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
It's gotta be somebody who's been here, like we've known
Yes.
he's here for a while.
I think it's either gonna be Iron Man. I would have said Thor, but since he got his new axe hammer thing,
His celestial killing axe.
yeah, it's not gonna be Thor. Captain America, it could be like a war
Bro,
machine.
let's do some research. Like, who's been
That's
a
what I'm
Skrull?
doing.
Captain America, I'm pretty sure has been a Skrull before.
Well, yeah, he has.
So
But like, somebody besides him, that doesn't make sense.
it could be like they could throw it as like a war machine Falcon person, like a lower character that's just there, and say he was a Skrull because nobody noticed it, and like there's not that much to go on to like what I'm saying, argue it, or it can't be anybody who disappeared. If there's a Skrull, it can't be any of the people who disappeared. So like I don't think Nick Fury could be a Skrull, and because he talked to, just type in. Damn. Here, click on the first one. I'll click on the first one. I'm sure it'll say I'm sure there'll be a drop tab for who's all been on.
Oh yeah, probably. Oh. See, this guy, he got his powers from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So somehow it's gonna come in with Fantastic Four.
Unless they go the route that somebody in the Fantastic Four is a Skrull.
You don't think Nick is?
When they
They could be a Skrull. Like, just think about it. This man almost died plenty of times.
This man definitely disappeared for a long time.
He really did disappear too. But the thing is with that, like that'd be a valid theory, but like why would he contact
I would say,
Captain
bro,
Marvel?
they're not gonna have a Skrull
Bro, it's
contact Captain Marvel. Like in his last death scene, like if a Skrull was disappearing, it was Captain
I
Marvel.
thought that
gonna
white
save
dude
us.
who was trying to arrest the Avengers in the beginning of the movie.
What white dude?
The
Oh,
one
the senator?
Oh
who
no,
was
no,
pushing.
No,
You don't
I
think
think
so?
it'll
You
have
don't
to be
think he
somebody
was
stronger.
bro, that makes sense though because you remember in Winter Soldier where Shield like collapsed because of like there's like an inside corruption. What if that was Skrulls?
Okay, it could be.
And that was the reason why the Avengers broke up in the first place.
Because it was a Skrull.
No, because of
Oh,
Shield.
yeah,
They couldn't
because-
trust.
yeah.
They didn't trust. Some of them didn't trust the government with
Yeah,
the
I
Shield
know.
and all that stuff like that.
But
And
I
this
feel
dude-
like-
this dude was really pressing him too.
No, I feel like
Yes.
it could be. And I'm not taking nothing away from that, but I feel like a Skrull would have to be somebody bigger than some people we haven't seen. I feel like a Skrull has to be a character that we've seen before. Look, scroll down to appearance and abilities.
These are like the actual Skrulls names.
Yeah, it's not gonna cut it.
Nope, I don't know, Coach.
Everybody keeps saying Black Widow is a good person.
Black Widow.
She didn't disappear, So she's on my list as a suspect.
What if it's
But go
Hawkeye?
back.
That man's on house arrest. Never mind.
Hold on, I'm about to look.
Guardians of the Galaxy make the movie a lot better too. Like the comedy they bring.
They were definitely better than what I thought they were gonna be. I definitely thought they were gonna bring Scrolls. I mean not Scrolls. Thought they were gonna definitely bring the movie down. Like
You thought so? You think so?
I thought they were gonna
Have
be
you
the
not
weak
seen
one.
Guardians
No,
of the
I
Galaxy?
thought they were gonna be the like with all the characters there.
I don't know.
Silver Surfer was the Scroll before,
Yeah, I know.
so they could have
That
that.
was
If they bring
a
Silver
2-hour
Surfer
show.
back in, imagine them being.
That's what I think.
And another thing, Scrolls have been Scrolls have faked a lot of people. Like
Yeah, of course.
there was a Scroll. Professor X was a Scroll at one point.
Mhm.
So
The
Thanos.
Invasion War.
Yeah.
But that's because he's a part of the Illuminati team, whatever you call it.
Yeah, but
Secret
I mean,
Invasion Avengers.
but I mean, like,
Smartest people in the world.
so they definitely could have. They definitely could have a Scroll as anybody because of that fact. Like,
All right, we getting into some like deep stuff. Final thoughts on Avengers: Infinity War.
10 out of 10.
yeah, I said my 10 out of 10 already.
My
I don't
final
know about
thoughts.
greatest movie ever. But
My
it's
final
probably in the
thoughts.
conversation.
It's my greatest. It's the greatest movie ever to me. They did a great job on like making a cap. Like it's not even capped off right now, but like really like explaining all the stuff that led up to
Mhm.
this point. So, and there's still a part 2. That's the crazy part. My only complaint was Thanos didn't have to get the Soul Stone like that. That was just random. But other than that, 10 out of 10 movie. You guys gonna see it again?
I'm definitely trying to see it again.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, this has been the Everything Show, episode
8.
7, 8.
I'm pretty sure it's 8.
Episode 8.
I don't know, y'all. It was. I don't know. This has been episode 8. Shoot us a like, subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe. Oh, dang, you just said that.
Yeah. Go ahead and talk about the social media real quick.
Oh man, you already know. Go follow us on all the social medias at
What's
stay in the descriptions. 'Cause, you know, they're
Hey,
different.
quick quiz. What social medias we got?
All of them.
All of them.
That's easy.
Everything that's not Snapchat.
We got
Marquise,
Snapchat,
go
bro.
ahead and let them know about our social event.
Alright.
Social event?
Go ahead, man.
Soon. Very, very soon.
That didn't help at all.
Very soon. We gonna be throwing a little party, everything show party to commemorate. Just us starting us off, having fun.
Yep.
We trying to party with the viewers, the guests.
Yep.
We might have some merch. We about to work on that.
We might. We'll see.
We're
Don't
working
get
on
too
that.
excited. Don't get too excited.
Check our Facebook page for some info. We'll keep all the updates there.
Yep.
Hey, just be on the lookout.
Make y'all with a little word of encouragement from the guy, Stan Lee,
The man.
Uncle Ben. Feel me? From Spider-Man.
Yeah, I
Okay, I had to make sure y'all think I was talking about, the other one. Anyway,
Thank you.
with
Mom.
great responsibility, I messed it up.
Oh.
With great power comes great responsibility. Okay?
CJ.